SkatingGreen here, and this is the Fairgrounds track that I created. So this is going to be our starting point of the track. Here at the curb, you're going to see this black tar marking there. That's what I make as my starting point. When I decided to create this, I have 3 different boards that I own, and I wanted to make a specific track that kind of highlights each of the boards I have. So we have the One Wheel XR here for the one wheel course. I have a Meepo Hurricane for the all-terrain course, and then a Baja G4 for the off-roading course. So you're going to see those names pop up, plus I have it color coded for each section that we are on. We're just going to stay in our lane here. If you do end up crossing these lines, it will be a 5-second penalty, as you just see there. And that would have been a 5 as well, which would be a total of 10 for your total time. So we're going to go through this long straightaway here for a bit until we hit the fork. We're going to have the one wheel going in the right. And you'll see you want to hug that yellow line there to the right, stay in the lane, and then we take a left here. And we're going to have just a long straightaway. Once we approach this turn, we want to stay on the outside of the sewer duct there. And then we're going to hit this sidewalk. And we're going to hit this small drop here. Nothing too intense. So right here is when you would end up connecting everybody in the course. So we're going to start following here. You would take the left to do the all-terrain and the off-roading section. It gives them some more long straightaways here to really shine on their top speeds. So here's where you're going to see all the boards come together, and then they're going to split here so we can get the one wheel off of the road quicker. But you're going to see the all-terrain and the off-road is going to take the longer right here, and then the one wheel is going to take the shorter right and stay inside that white line there. And then once they go around that turn, the one wheel and the off-road is going to take a straight here, but we're going to show the one wheel section here first. As soon as it hits the grass, it's just going to be a long straightaway here. And this is where the one wheel would connect with the rest of the track. But we're going to show the off-road section here where they're going to take a right instead. And there's going to be 2 lamp posts on this grass section, and that's where you know where to turn. And then it's going to loop back to where it came in. So this is where the off-road comes together with the all-terrain section, as you can see with that turn there. So it's a bit of a long straight, and then we're going to get into this little snaky section. Can be a little difficult for the off-road boards because they're a little stiff, but it does make it a lot of fun for the more street kind of boards. And And then here's where all the boards come back together. The one wheel's going to take a bigger drop here, and try not to cross that yellow line or it will get a penalty. So as we're hitting this straight here, I do try to stay in between the 3 sewer ducts, and then you're going to take this turn outside the last sewer duct. So right here's another fork we're going to do. The one wheel and the all-terrain are going to take a right here. And of course there's 2 different little versions I made for these as well to make them more fun. And then you want to try and stay in between the line and your lane here. Even though there's not a line there, you kind of want to watch for traffic. And then before we continue with that, we'll just show the off-roading section part of this. Instead of taking that right, it's going to have this nice long straightaway for it. And then after this right turn, it's just going to be a straight shot, and it's going to have one stop sign in the middle. This is because of the off-roads having a bit of a stiffer board and they have a lot more power in them. I kind of wanted to give it more of a straightaway shot. We're going to have a bit of a downhill stretch here, and then this is when all the boards are going to come back together. When you do the turn here though, you want to watch those white lines. You don't want to cross those, so it would be a penalty as well. This is where the one wheel is going to go straight and go back to the finish line, but the off-road and the all-terrain here are going to take this right turn, and we are going to be showing the extra section that they have that the one wheel doesn't. So we're going to have this long straightaway here, and then we're going to end up hitting this intersection. And when we do, both boards are going to take a right, and then they're going to take their own little sections here. So the off-road section here is going to take a left and hit this uphill rocky terrain section of the track. This tree coming up on your right is where the off-road and the all-terrain sections are going to intersect. So showing the all-terrain here, we're going to take this long straightaway on this street here, and then we're going to take a left. And then we're going to take another left here onto this parking lot. And then after you pass the dumpster here, it doesn't matter where you hit the grass on this part, but I do try to hit the grass as least as possible just to kind of get that best time. And then this is where both the boards are going to be hitting the same lines. So we're going to end up hitting this street intersection here, and we're going to continue onto this off-roading section of the course. It does end up changing every year when I ride or try to do this time trial course. Potholes keep developing and such like that because it's not something that's actually maintained. So for the off-roads, it makes it very interesting, taking all the suspension and stuff. And then for the all-terrain, as you can see here, it's a lot of trying to dodge them and finding your own line to be able to get a good time. And it does have a little bit more street, and then it hits the rocks also, which is a nice learning how to transition into those two terrains. So once we get here, we're going to take a left and then go back to the intersection that we were at earlier. And then both boards are going to take a right here. Now you'll see that over there where the car was, that's where the one wheel was at. We're going to take this left here. This is where I do my figure 8 to cross the finish line with these two light posts. And then you're going to see this grassy crack in the road. That is going to be your finish line to clock in your time trial. So this is just showing where the one wheel intersected, and it's going to be doing its finishing lap. I did really enjoy making these, and I find them nice for all three boards. You will end up seeing some of the other boards trying different sections of this course to see if it can beat those times. And I hope you all enjoyed the little tour, and we'll see you all next week. Take care.